7410 Ray here. Hey, we've been out at the range on one of my last videos, and we were shooting the AR in the platform of 5.45 by 39, which is basically your AR-15 and the AK-74 round. Now, we'd had some problem with Lite primer strikes, and essentially what ended up happening is we had a hammer spring that was a little bit too light, with that hammer knot hitting the back of the hardened primers, which is on the old Russian military surplus ammo. Then what would end up happening is you would get a little tiny divot on the back of the primer. And if you don't know what a Lite primer strike is, look it up on YouTube. You'll find a lot of places that tell you what it is. A couple guys on my privately PM me had asked me, number one, to review the firearm, that they liked it. They said it looks kind of cool, and they were kind of wondering what all I had into it and what was the deal with the plastic lower, and that, my God, it must be a piece of shit, blah blah blah. I don't know. Wow, got plastic. Oh, can you get that through an airport security? No. You try to do that, you're going to end up 6 feet under. Okay, here's what we have. We have this is what I call a like the first generation Magpul styled sling on it. It has the clip on the front, so you can take off, put it back here to make it to be a single point sling. 2-point sling has the Magpul side sling attachment to it. It has mid-length Magpul hand guards on a 16-inch barrel with a Troy's Industry, I want to say it's called a Claymore, muzzle brake on it. Wonderful. I really love this thing. It really makes anything you're shooting out of the front of this thing, makes that muzzle very controllable. It's running a Bushnell Trijicon styled or a T5 imitation sight. I've been very pleased with this. I've only had it for a year, so I can't say long term exactly how awesome or how crappy it is, but Bushnell has a habit of putting their name on some pretty decent stuff. Now, these Mo grips right here, actually, let me get this out of camera view here, and is, if you look at the internals on this, this is a heavy machine gun barrel, and I picked it up to JD Machine in San Diego at the time when I used to live over there. My gas tube is a 16-inch standard short gas tube length. You can't see it in here. You might be able to see just a hair of it right there if the sun can hit that just right. And then what I did, instead of having these short grips, I wanted the long grips, because some of us like to shoot with our hands way up here. That's why I put this sling right here, so I can grab a hold of here and the sling will come up this way. So in essence, with having the hand guards that long, it gives it a different look. There's a certain name for it. I don't know what you call it. But this gas block up here that is holding the cantered sights, and as you can see with the cantered sights, what happens is you're looking down here. Let's say this goes bad, or as you're shooting it just starts pooping out, then you simply turn the weapon on the side and look down. Now, we have this zeroed in at 50 yards, and we have this set at 50 yards. At 100 yards, I was shooting probably 4 inches high Friday at the range. So, and both of them, I set them both about the same. At 100 yards, you're shooting anywhere from 2 to 3 inches high. That means you're going to hit anything that's in your target, whether it's a wild pig, whether, God forbid, that it's self-defense and you actually have to use firepower towards another human being that is there to hurt you or your family. If you're shooting at still targets, and as long as they're 6 inches or bigger, you'll be fine. If not, you can use a little tiny bit of Kentucky windage and just, aim a little bit lower. All right, let's see here. A little bit stronger. There we go. So, hammer spring. So we originally started making this video, started getting off on the side. People wanted to know how it was set up. Oh, this is the Palomar Omega 3 Plum Crazy used to make one kind of similar to this one, but this built right here on these lower ones, there's just no comparison. It's made by Easy Arms. It's called the Omega-15 multi-caliber. Remove the old hammer spring, and we installed that hammer spring with, and it is a Wolf hammer spring. I got mine through Brownells, and I got 3 of them for like 20 some odd dollars. Cured the problem. Went through, I'm using standard AR-15 magazines in the 10 rounds. I have also shot the PMags with the 5.54 by 39 and had a lot of success with them. Never had a hiccup, misfeed, magazine seat flying. Of course, it's an AR platform. Hammer spring that I used, jumping around here, there is the part number and there is the phone number from Brownell. Been very pleased with all their products along with Midway's, and also too I had at one point them sent me a set of springs. The hammer spring wasn't strong enough, so we replaced these hold-on tees for backup for anything that is no longer going to be shooting brass. If we're shooting that steel Russian military surplus ammo with those super hard primers, you will be needing this. So I actually am going to replace all 7 of my ARs with a stronger hammer spring, so if I ever have to change the lower, I don't have to worry about it. And all my builds that are going to be other than 223 or 5.56 by 45s, I'm going to replace them with these hammer springs with my builds, unless customer requests not to. Okay guys, that's it. 7410 Ray saying be strong, be faithful, and stay American. And remember guys, freedom ain't free.